Perlas Spikers pulling away dun sa dulo ng ating first set, 25-19 over the water defenders of National University. This is your PVL Reinforced Conference quarterfinal action. Also available in high definition on Channel 166 SNA HD and Channel 183 Liga HD. Doc, tell us what happened in that first set.
Yeah, for the first part of the first set until the middle, the BaliPure NU water defenders are holding their ground against the Perlas Spikers. Even if the Perlas Spikers was leading throughout, at least natatapatan nila. They're able to tie it up or even just keep it close within 2 points. Pero towards the end, dun nagkaroon ng a lot of communication errors, yung a lot of lapses in the floor defense, while as yung BanKo-Perlas, they were just playing good fundamental volleyball all throughout the first set. They were serving better than the water defenders. They were passing well, actually, with a lot of reception coming from Nicole Tiamzon just to set up Jem Ferrer and eventually let Kia Bright and Montrepilia do the attacking for them.
And you look at the numbers in that first set where sa dulo talagang bumitaw. Etong Perlas Spikers who are looking for win number 4 in the quarterfinals. Pag natalo ang water defenders, that means 3 losses here in the quarterfinals. And they will be out of contention for the semi-finals where naglalaban pa ang Perlas Spikers, Lady Warriors, and the Vegas Angels, who are the top 3 teams so far.
One thing I noticed also dun sa rotation ng BanKo-Perlas, even if si Montrepilia is placed sa opposite position, sa diagonal na si Ferrer, she plays left wing sa harap pag nagsabay sila ni Tiamzon. But she will go back to the right wing pag nakasabay niya na si Bright.
Ahumiro gets us going here. Belen is back for the water defender. She started for Coach Babes, tapos maaga pa lang, linabas siya kaagad. But now she starts the second set. As again, maghahabol na naman ito. Good reaction there. Ahumiro, a little low on that one.
Overexcited si Ahumiro because it's a gift for her. Usually, yun yung trabaho talaga ng middle is to defend the overpasses.
Bella Belen serving.
Bell, the season 80 MVP. Good serve de Jesus receiving. Montrepilia. Bilis nung approach. No?
2-1.
It's really going above the block.
Yeah. And she really doesn't look ultra athletic if eye test lang ang pag-uusapan, but man.
Especially amongst Janisa Johnson, Lakia Bright. But one thing that works for Montrepilia is yung palo niya hindi niya binabaon talaga. She goes for the long ball, she goes for the line, at least para maibabawan niya yung mga blocker.
Yan naman, baon para kay Janisa Johnson. Tied to all. Ferrer with the one hand, still able to set it up.
From Jem. 3-2.
Those are the kind of floor defense lapses that has been happening for the water defenders. Nandun na yung players in position but nagkakailangan pa who will get the ball.
Nakatinginan, kakailangan. That's overset, ano, Doc?
Yeah. That's way too tight into the net. Kinaliwa na nga si Janisa Johnson.
I'm amazed that she still found something with that pass. Cross court. Tan. Bright flies. Kept alive by the water defenders. Ferrer. Sa likod naman, kay Yu. Door was shut.
Pinawian ni Johnson. Pila.
4-3. Actually, si ano pala yun? Alexis, no?
Good close by Matthews.
Serving for BaliPure NU.
3 serving 4. Oh, what a cross-court attack. I mean, Matthews was right on top of the net, but the angle, Doc, of Kia Bright on that one. 5-3 ang ating talaan. Punta natin si Vince Velasco.
Boom and Doc, we saw the Perlas Spikers during the eliminations. They struggled, and because of their struggles, sabi ni Nicole Chamzon, they applied a mandatory once a week off the court bonding. So ibig sabihin, no volleyball, no sports, just once a week off the court bonding. And speaking of off the court, i-congratulate naman natin si Z Garvasio, May Chazima, and Nicole Chamzon from graduating from broadcast voice course at ABS-CBN University. Back to you guys.
Nice, congratulations. Yeah, I saw that picture. Congratulations to the three of them. But going back to the first part of that report, Vince, when you've been playing, looks like you've been playing volleyball all your like high school, maybe to some extent grade school, high school, college. You need to detox from that every now and then.
Need to desaturate.
Oo, no? Lalo na pag mataas yung competition mo lagi. In the meantime, ano bang tawag doon? Uy, tatlo na ang abante bigla.
Service. Nakoro.
The young, the very youthful water defenders of National U. And again, for the second straight time,
First technical timeout.
nabantayan yung quick. Etong si Alexis Matthews. So our 4-point lead here in set number 2. We're back inside the Philomath Flying V Center for more of your PVL quarterfinal action, the Reinforced Conference. And speaking of reinforcements, the Perlas Spikers have 2 gems in Kia Bright and Montripila.
And as we've been seeing for the past games and even up until this game, Kia Bright and Dutarat Montripila, they're really very efficient with their attack output. But of course, they're getting a lot of support from the local players in setting up the plays for them. And just really, ngayon nakita natin na nagbabond na talaga yung team. That's why they're on a momentum right now.
5 feet 11. Kia Bright from the University of Central Florida.
Of the first technical timeout. Join the
Led her team in kills and aces in her stint
with a quick hit.
as a knight for the University of Central Florida. 3-time All-American Athletic Conference first team. And also the only player, as I mentioned in the last game, one of 5 players in their history to have 1,000 kills and 1,000 digs in their career. That's Kia Bright, an all-around player also for the Perlas Spikers na abante na 4 dito.
And I wouldn't be surprised that she has 1,000 kills with the way she's performing here.
Pero may 1,000 digs din, nakasama yan. So just like Janisa Johnson, as you mentioned, these players need to bring multi-dimensional players talaga dapat sila dito as yung palo na yan, mababa at bumuka na sa 5. This is the biggest lead of the match, regardless of whether it's the first or the second set. Right from way back. Kanyang serve na parang pitik. Johnson adjusting, not the perfect set again for her. Bright though. Chance ball for Perlas. Kiamzon. And another chance ball for them. Ferrer will go to Amy. Johnson was there to pick it up. Another free ball for the white shirts. Montripila. Johnson able to dig. Longest rally of the match so far. Nicole looking to finish, but Johnson has been solid. Gets the ball back. Bright. Cagande. Balik kay Janisa. Puts it away. That deserves 5 points, Doc.
Just the confidence booster needed by the water defenders at this point. Kitang-kita na sa mukha ni Janisa Johnson na I want this rally to end. It's gonna end with me.
And part of it was not ending because of her defense also, Doc.
Actually, sila ni Bright yung nagsasagutan ng digs doon.
Lumusot sa block. They're targeting Jempelel here, Doc.
Trying to keep their momentum.
But Belen is not The lineup again has been a non-factor so far for the Water defenders. Tiamzon sa gitna. Johnson has been a rock on defense. What are they gonna call? Crossing?
Crossing violation.
Fernando Velarte, our second referee.
11-7.
Hindi napigilan yung momentum, ano?
The ball was too short for Faith Nisperos na even if she didn't do the crossing violation, the ball didn't go over din.
Magande sa gitna binigay. Ferrer was there. Good defense of the net by NU. Bright from the middle. Yerba. Johnson returns the favor. Yun yung pinag-uusapan natin sa pregame na gusto nating abangan talaga. Kagande, mababa ang bigay pero mukhang check ball.
There's a ball touch. Called on
Check ball on Amy Amuiro. Hindi siya nag-fully commit with the block and very much delayed.
Joins Kagande also getting some valuable experience dito sa PVL. Good serve. Chance ball and a rainbow given by you. That was perfect this time.
Doria. 9-11.
As you can see, the Purest Water defenders doing a better job in setting up their attack.
2 straight points.
Service.
Mabasa dalawa ang abante. Montipila. Johnson again keeps it alive. Nisperos, bright. Tiamzon. Nagtinginan. 1 point lead and Coach Bong will call a timeout.
Timeout. BanKo.
Putting in strong serves, ha? You stay in your position. You expect na sa inyo darating ang bola para makareceive kayo, okay? Ngayon, ang dami natin na-recover na bola. Hindi natin may convert. Dapat may convert natin yun, okay? Tapos, coverage. Nakawalang coverage natin every time. Okay? Dapat may ma-recover natin yung mga pinapalo natin bola. Huwag tayo magkumpiyansa, okay? O, come on. Come on.
11-10. His lead was at 5 kanina, no? 10-5 ang ating talaan.
Just 1
So it's a
point.
5-1 run
BaliPure
para
to tie the second set.
sa Water
Still at
defenders.
service zone, number 15. Audrey.
We got Jennifer Nierva, Janisa Johnson, who joined us at the pregame earlier. Great serve again there. So we are tied. Ang ganda ng habol dito, Doc, ng Water defenders.
And with an aggressive floater coming from Paranti, na target talaga nila si Lakia Bright. At least to take her out of the equation, yung kanyang back row attack.
Sa kanya na naman ang pinuntahan. Or siya na naman ang pinuntahan. Kagande. Sumabit yung net. I thought they were gonna go with Johnson there, but Paran scraped the net on their way down.
Still good anticipation on the part of Ahomiro.
Serving for BanKo.
Back set. Nobody touched it.
Ball's out. 13-11. Service. Ahomiro.
Good pick up there, Kagande. Naiangat pa yung bola. Good job by Joins there.
12-13.
And also good adjustment in the part of Janisa Johnson. Kita niya, the block of the Coron is not well established into the net, so ginamit niya na lang yun to get the ball out.
Both Johnson and Matthews graduated 2013. They've been playing pro ball for like 5 years now, and as we mentioned, Johnson coming off a championship in France. Her team is down by 1. Back set, walang pumantay kay Nisperos. Ang ganda nung hatid ni Jones doon.
We're tied at 13.
What happened there, Doc?
nag-commit si Nicole Tiamzon actually to Matthews.
BanKo, 9
So she was
out. 6.
good.
Hervasio.
Set by Cagande at that point.
How about now? Nicole Chamzon will move to the bench. Hervasio will come in, and oh, what a way to break your own
For the
momentum.
Perlas Spikers.
Chance for them to take the lead. Nga lang. Tied out.
Z
Hervasio.
will get us going here. Not a perfect set, but Matthews, because of that height
China's 14.
and the float, still gets a hand on it.
Caught Tan off guard. She was not in the position actually.
14 all. Much better showing here. I think water defenders. Oh, you gotta give credit to Jim Ferrer there. How she was able to make that
15, 14.
work for Kia Bright.
It happened na rin actually din sa first set. Yung sobrang dikit na pasa.
Veterano. Johnson this time. Nobody in front of her too. Tan had a hand on it, pero hindi nila naibalik ang bola.
Tied at 15.
So better ball distribution in the part of Cagande. Saka mas suabe yung kanyang mga release ngayon. Going for the shoot set.
Princess Robles comes in. I like this girl from the water defenders. Serves well. And when she's on front line, she has this float about her. She can attack very well too. Look at that serve. Bright. Matthews.
Turn back by Matthews.
Sarado Pinto. And for the first time, Doc, abante ang water defenders and new 16-15. Lady Warriors behind the 22 points. The Myla Pablo ay bumalik dun sa laro na yun kontra the Purest Water Defenders despite the 35 points of Janisa Johnson.
Yeah, and if we're going by the stats, you'd think na Water Defenders won that match. Grabe yung discrepancy in terms of spikes and sa aces pa lang. So you gotta wonder how the Lady Warriors were able to actually get that win over the Water Defenders. And it's really just the breaks of the game. And of course, the former Queen Bulldog, Myla Pablo, showing the Lady Bull Pops how it's done.
Really asserted herself after Jasper Jimenez challenged those girls in that fourth set. Meantime, balik tayo dito. Running. That's way under the ball para kay Dacoron.
17-15.
Just trying to hit high. Kasi ang laki nga naman ng blocker na nasa harap niya.
Service. Robles.
Right.
Down the
Haven't heard
line.
from her in a while.
So Bright making it sure that it's a point going through the block of
16,
Gagande up and above her block.
Joy Dacoron.
Kabalik. Or ang abante, nasa water defenders pa rin. Graciana, go water defenders. There are tweets through ABS-CBN Sports rooting for the water defenders. I am Gerald.
Sabi naman ni Ronnie Santos III, lakas na maglaro ni Dacoron. One last time sa Adamson, please. Next captain.
Nangampan niya, no? Para kay Joy bumalik. Adamson. Cagande. Pinabawi. Hervasio. Tinulak. Oy, nakapuntos pa on that tip for Amy Almiro, and Coach Page did not like that. The lead switching back to the Perlas Spikers. We'll call a timeout.
Okay? So, mas effort tayo ngayon sa ground. Attempt, ayoko nang may buwabang sa lupa. Understand? I need more effort and energy from you guys. Need to talk more, okay? Let's na tayo, meron tayo. Like, puhin nyo ulit yan. Tuloy tayo. Let's stop their score. Understand? Okay, talk together. Go. Okay, let's work, guys. Work out there.
Assistant coach Regine Diego taking over as Babes Castillo cornering itong si Joyms Cagande. They gave up 2 straight points para lumamang na naman ang Perlas Spikers. They're up 1 set and up 18-17. Look at her, she looks like a baby out there, doesn't she, Doc? And yet, you're talking about a 3-time best setter in the girls division of the UAAP.
And she's still gonna make some noise when
Oh,
she
for
goes
sure.
into college.
Yeah. Going up against a veteran and a former best setter herself in Jem Ferrer.
Water defenders.
A lot of finals experience. Oh, that's a short serve. By Alexis.
Actually, kita pa lang doon sa release ng bola na medyo awkward yung flight niya.
Here,
19-18. Robles misreceives. Right. Ferrer. Gervasio through the block.
Basho off the block. 20-18.
A former. O matagal na magkasama. Si Gervasio, of course, and Jem Ferrer.
Since high school pa
High
rin yan.
school.
High school, all throughout college, even until the professional league.
Too soft. Roller. And even the rolling spikes from Kia Bright from back row
21.
are working. Tatlo ang abante bigla. Janisa Johnson needs to come back into this match.
Substitution.
So Perlas Spikers getting their groove once again. Medyo nawala towards dun sa middle of this set. And now they regain control sa kanilang, actually yung floor defense tsaka reception.
Dalawa yung abante nila kanina eh. Ngayon, it's a 3-point lead for Perlas, down to 2 after that Doria attack.
We can see naman na basta maganda yung first ball ng water defenders, their middles can really make a kill, especially si Matthews.
It's good serve. Cutting the lead down to 1.
21.
They need some easy points, some free points, and a service point from the lefty,
Service.
Noemi Cagande. Ferrer to Ahumiro. Bumalik ang bola and we are all tied up. Look at that.
We're tied at 21.
The good covers in the block of Paran, of Doria. Belen.
Service.
21 all. Umabol. No water defenders. The serving of Joymi Cagande. Gervasio. That's too soft. Esperos. Balik ang bola. Johnson. Cagande. Balik kay Faith. Johnson from the back row had to fly left. Ferrer to you. Coverage from Johnson. 21 all. Ferrer chooses Gervasio. Cross court.
Basho with a cross-court kill. 22 to 21.
See Gervasio doing some quality moments in her position. Actually, she had a couple of good timed blocks, even in that early part of the rally.
Came in for Nicole Tiamzon.
For BanKo.
Must be the burgers that they ate, Doc. Those sliders.
With the block.
Faith Nisperos, though.
22 all.
Keeping the fight para dito sa water defenders. Tabla na naman tayo at 22 all.
Konti pa lang. Serving for BaliPure.
Good serve, and again they go to Bright. Montepila had to adjust. That's out. And the water defenders, lamang na naman at 23-22. Coach Bong calls a timeout.
BanKo.
Okay lang, okay? Kailangan lang natin sa magandang
June 27, Wednesday, women's matches begin at 4
Pasok mo
p.m.
maganda, quick likod.
BanKo-Perlas
Likod,
versus
pagharap mo na lang.
6:30 p.m. BaliPure versus
Okay?
These are the last two matches
Push, push, push.
final round.
Premier Volleyball League here on Wednesday, June 27.
The Water Defenders were down 3, Doc, at 21-18 when they were up 2 and then down 3. And now, all of a sudden, a 4-1 run to get them up ahead by 1.
Just when I was saying that when they were making their momentum is na-regain na nila yung control nila over their floor defense and passing. And ngayon, nagka-capitalize ulit yung Water Defenders on the awkward passing of the BanKo-Perlas Spiker.
Kaya pala, lakas na ulan. May bagyong dumating, as they call her. Bagyong Pablo with Coach Jasper Jimenez, who was very happy with her performance in their last matchup. Desperos, denied. Cagante, Johnson, delayed by the block. Ferrer will open to Montripila. It is sent back and Bright keeps it up. Balik kayo. Cross court naman, pero lumabas.
Pila, too wide.
Oh, yes.
BaliPure NU now at set point.
You have to love the fight from these high school girls, mostly high school girls
Service.
of Water Defenders. They are at set point.
And the purest Water Defenders.
And they
take
tie the
second
match
set.
at 1-1. They will not go away quietly. The Water Defenders of National University, who are 1-2. Ang ganda ng timeout ni Coach Babes, nung lamang sila nung naibaba nila when they were down 3. That was a good timeout because they turned it around and got this set. You're watching the PVL quarterfinals reinforced conference on SNA.